Morning doves, noon crows, and night owls. Hello all of you. I am to be welcome, and so are you. Today is Saturday, 12 a.m., June 24th, 2026. We are doing a light plane POV of Island 4, Sandtown Village. This is a new addition with a new microphone that I'm using. It should be a little more interesting, make things a little more different. First time testing it, now second or third time. I previously made a tour vid of this one specifically, and I messed up. I went the wrong route, and the whole setup, I wasn't prepared to do any of this, but now I feel just a little more ready. This one will be the middle section of Sandtown Village. I'm gonna break this into segments and make sure that I don't get lost, because that's what happened the last time that I made this. Without much further to decide or describe or explain, let's get this light plane up to the sky. Let's send it to the sky. Let's do this. Bam, and it's off. The last video, I was explaining my for Tuesday of this week. It was another course day for my public speaking course. What we were supposed to do is do a presentation, whether it's a story or a song. I chose a song, and I was not ready. I wasn't as ready as I thought I was, because once it was my turn to present, I was going off track, and I was taking a little too long pauses. I was pretty nervous. I was holding onto my chest, and I was crossing my arms, just really all around introverted nature, just pouring into the classroom. And everyone had their papers to give their ratings and feedbacks, and I definitely received some pretty critical feedback. It was pretty tough to swallow. It was pretty tough to deal with, but I think it was really good to help me in terms of building character, improving myself, try to make better choices, try to make better decisions in terms of speaking and presenting, not get too sidetracked. But that's kind of a thing that I do pretty often, especially like how I'm over here doing it by myself. So that was that day, and one guy came in. He was my main guy that I normally talk to, the guy I don't get nervous around, unlike everybody else. He came in late. He didn't realize that it was Tuesdays and Thursdays that he had to come in for the class. But I let him know. I gave him a greeting. I just called out his name, and then I shake his hand. Just completely different from everybody else. Everyone's buried into their phones. Just all around very non-sociable people. But it's not like there was anything else interesting to say or talk about, other than that we were just doing our assignments. And that's basically what I was doing Tuesday. Thursday, we were going through another assignment, and this one we have to do our names. We had to find the meaning of our names, do some research, ask some relatives or friends about it that know about why you are named the way you are named. That's what I gotta do for my assignment now, which I'm not too excited about. It's just, after all, it's an assignment. That's how this week went. Work was a little crazy, a little bit balls to the wall, but mostly okay. It was doable. And the last video I lost an hour. I lost almost 2 hours of footage that I was recording, and that was not fun. That didn't feel good, but I figure that I'm going to try again and do a little better this time. That's what I'm doing here. We're gonna go through this middle sequence, and then after that, I'm gonna cut into another segment, another part to this POV, because this area is immensely gigantic on a whole different scale from every other video. You've only gotten to see it through the helicopter, and just seeing how long it took just to do that. Just imagine doing this with this one. This one's quite different because with the helicopter, I just flew straight the whole time. I didn't even bother trying. I tried to go through other parts of this desert, but I got instantly lost, which that's not in my intention. So this one is going to be pretty tough. It's going to take quite a while to do because I'm basically traversing throughout this entire area, giving you all the full point of view in light plane POV. This is quite possibly one of the most longest recorded footage that I have ever had to go through producing here. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But it's gonna be pretty challenging, and it's gonna be pretty fun. If it gets to that point. If it stays that way, we'll figure it out. I was contemplating whether or not I should do a night voice or a daytime voice, but I figured today's Friday, well now it's Saturday, but previously Friday, I figured I would do just casual, because it was just too much to think about, too much to try and find out, too much to plan, so that's why I'll just go with this casual voice. I was previously worried about waking up the people upstairs, so I tried to talk my voice a little lower and a little more quiet. But I have tried to lower this microphone volume as low as I can, but this is as low as it could get, unfortunately. So that's how it's gonna go. My last previous recording of this, I was going through, I think I was reflecting a little bit about my cousins or so, especially L1. I was thinking how it would be so interesting if L1 were to actually experience hearing my own voice, my own alternative or casual voice, unlike my quiet and awkward self that I normally am around other people, including public speaking. She's actually able to fully let this video show her that this is what I sound like when I'm naturally normal, when I'm not shy, overly shy, and very uncomfortable to be around. This is actually how I actually sound, without sounding too deep voice, deep, edgy voice, super menacing and uncomfortable person to be around. That's not my intention at all. That's not really what I wanted to do. It's just, I always find myself really nervous around that specific cousin. Just a lot of moments, a lot of unpleasant moments, and a lot of self-made unpleasant moments. A lot of those were self-made. So now I'm trying to find hope, and I just pray that someday things will work out between us. Really, I do. I think it's possible. I think it's just gonna take a little more time. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take some years. Some years of self-forgiveness and confidence building, or just in general, character growth as the years move forward. The song that I chose for my mini speech or presentation was a song called Band of Horses. The band is Band of Horses, quote unquote. The name of the song is The Funeral. Basically, this song is what the vocalist verbatim said, that it's about getting a lot of pressure, being around family gatherings, holidays, happy birthdays, Christmas. Basically, what gets people together in a family household. The vocalist described that there's just that pressure of faking or pretending to be happy and smiling, forcing a smile, and just the whole pressure of doing that and getting gifts, giving gifts, just gives off a lot of high pressure and anxiety for this vocalist. And the dreadfulness and the feeling of gloominess, hopelessness in a sense, is very much similar to that of a funeral. It's like that sinking feeling that you get for a funeral. So that's why this song was presented that way. And at the time, he was very pessimistic, this vocalist, when he wrote it. But that's basically what the song that I chose was. It's a really good song. I actually sang it to my online friends that I met during the pandemic, and it was a really good song. I think about those moments at nighttime when I stayed up with my friends and I played online Red Dead Redemption with them, Red Dead Redemption 1 specifically. We were just doing advanced cooperative missions. Easily was one of the best moments of my life, because I was at rock bottom. I just felt completely out of touch from reality, and the world did not help. What it didn't help with is boosting any morale. What it did help, though, is make me feel so much more depersonalized from everything and everyone. Just taken aback from reality and just really ready to descend into darkness. But it was just when I met those online friends throughout the gameplay that it just felt so much better. There was just not as much strain or stress that was going through it. So I was happy for a good 3 years or so, three to 4 years of our friendship, and just without a warning, within just the end, just right before New Year's, our leader passed away, with taking away a lot of the hope and optimism and curiosity and enjoyment that I was feeling once things came back to normal. It's just kind of a part of history. It's a part of that history in my life through the pandemic. It's like, it's instilled. I feel like the world decided to just give me a small break from just feeling all around down. Feeling down, falling down, mauled down, just generally I fell down and I felt down for so many months and days. And just like that, I met them, and all of that just flew around. It just stayed back for a moment. I was able to just completely act out of character from my normal introverted self. I constantly sang for them karaoke, and I always found ways to annoy my leader whenever I sang them. And there's just so many moments we all connected as individuals through Red Dead Redemption. And I miss those moments. I wish it could have continued. But as life goes, things just never seem to go the way they go. There's always room for adverse moments in everything, constantly. And so, that was just those 3 years, that was the most I've ever felt free from a lot of stress. And that was tragic. I had to deal with that. It's all right. I think I'm feeling all right. I'm not too bad as I was last year or 2 years back, when the grieving was real strong, when it was really tough to deal with. Those years were very much more prominent there. It's not fun. That's all I can confirm about that. Aside from that, I hope this is slightly interesting. This is a different take. I'm going to be using this microphone from now on to go through my tour vids. It'll give a little more interesting experience. It might just make you feel a little more relaxed. This is kind of like my ASMR voice in a sense. It's like I'm doing an ASMR, but truly, that's not exactly the goal. Just generally adding some difference. That's all I'm doing. This will be pretty cool for my third world tour. This will be a difference. This will make a difference. Yeah, I just got completely lost. The last time I was doing this, I was trying to do the whole entire desert. That was just not well planned. That was very poorly planned. It never came through, and I, for one, regret losing all that footage. I still have it. I could probably look into it and see for what I talked about, what I touched upon. But for most of it, I think I got most of it down right here in this video. Yep, this is my life, and I am still going through college, And it's still a rock climb up. It's still a rock climb. Still a rock climb. Rock climb. I gotta do that, and I gotta go through work at the same time. It goes a long way. It takes a longer time to do rather than just do one or the other. Individually, solo, by themselves, I'm doing both of those things. So that's why it's really important that you just stick to your own well-being. You take care of your own well-being first before you try to really prioritize one side or the other side. Try one side for most of it and then try the other side again and again, going back and forth. That's a recipe for disaster. That's just one way to just completely unplug all of your rational thinking. Just completely lose yourself. So that's why when I was going through these college years, I've just realized that this is just something that I can't completely finish. I can't do it myself. I can't control all these courses. I can't take shortcuts. Trying to do 3 or 4 courses, I can't do that. I can't make a passing grade doing 4 courses. I know that I can do 1 at least. 1 or 2, but I mostly prefer 1. What I think is pretty interesting is doing it like that. It's going to take me a while, I know, but at the same time, my cousin L1 and J1, my cousin Jay, he's going through college, university as of right now, and what's interesting is he's going to be doing the same. Well, by the time I finish, Jay might even finish his college after or earlier than my own graduation. And by that time I would graduate, he'd be done. Either he'd be done a couple of years, maybe a year early, or we might be done at the same time. And then there's L1. L1's going to be going to college. Well, I don't really know exactly what L1's plans are, but I get the feeling that L1 is going to try to do maybe some form of higher education. Either that or go to work, do her work full-time or part-time, one of those, or she might go somewhere else. She might find another place to go, hang out with some friends or family members, close family members, aside from her own family. I don't know. I don't really know where L1's going to take herself. But if she did do college, the same degree as her brother, Jay, then I might finish. When I graduate, she might just have a couple more years to go, or maybe a few, or maybe if I'm unable to do my time by 2030 or 2031, I'll be in my 30s or so, and it might be the same amount of time that she finishes her college. That's the gist of it. Give me a sec. I'm gonna check how much time I have recorded through this video. 1 second. Well, it's hard to tell. I don't really know how long this is. Because the phone holder that's holding this phone in place is making this a little difficult to see. I just put it right in the center, and that completely messed it up. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm going to head down here, and then I'm going to take a turn back. This area is easy to really get lost. It's really easy to get completely lost in the desert, not even knowing where you're supposed to go. That's why I'm going to make a mental note that I just keep an eye on the sky train tracks and then just make sure I'm going the right direction. There we are. We're finally making the right direction. We're doing the right place to go. Seriously, okay, I feel better now. I feel a lot better because now I actually found the road. Because when I was driving around, I got lost on like multiple corners of this desert. Actually torturous. So glad I finally got this down. I don't know how long I spent on this recording. I just have a little bit of it. I have kind of an OCD with checking things, but it's not that bad. I think I also mentioned that in the last recording, my failed attempted recording, I think I said that I still have my second Roblox account that I've made, except I can't sign into it, but I have it. What I did was, it's pretty smart. I sent my old account a friend request, and when I was still able to sign into him, before I forgot how to sign into his account, I accepted the friend request, so it's still there. The account is still in my friends list for this account, this Roblox account that I have. And it's pretty cool, just being able to come back to it, see when it was made. It was made 2009. So just about 17 years ago when I created that account on Roblox. But that was not my first account. That wasn't the first account. Maybe it was around the same year, or maybe just a year earlier, but either way, that is a long time ago. In 2009, I was very much still in my earlier primary school years. Completely different time. Yeah, this is pretty nice. This is a little more calm. There's a little bit of direction. There's some direction to this now, instead of my last time. I'm actually feeling better doing this one, because the other one was just a jam-packed mess. There was just no winning doing it. So now I'm actually doing this. It feels a lot better. I feel better doing this. I actually get to look at the sky, and I actually get to feel some relaxation. And all around, I am preferably a night owl. I like being active at the night. the experience of when everyone else is asleep, but you're the one that's doing work around the night times, it's a different feeling. It's just completely more quiet, more peaceful, less negativity like it is in the morning for me in general. So that's why I just prefer being active at the night. Quite the mountain with some sand. I think I had to go in here if I really want to see this. It's hard to tell, it really is. I can't tell where I'm actually going. Oh, I really don't want to get lost again. I don't want to get lost. There we are. Awesome. Sweet. This place is humongous. I cannot tell that. I can't say that enough. Oh, I feel like I might crash. This is very dreadful. Once you actually travel through, you really see this place for its actual scale. It's unbelievably crazy. Super easy to get lost in. I think when I'm going through this central area, what I'm going to do is take a central drive, take the drive in the center. Oh man, I think I got lost. Something tells me I got lost again. I already got lost. Now that's fantastic. I love when that happens because it really just tells you how much you messed up. What way to get? You know what I need? I need my friend that's an expert with flying planes to tell me what to do when I get lost. What do you do when you get lost while flying a plane? What happens if you can't radio transmit to anyone and you don't have a map, so you have to find a way to just re-navigate yourself? What is the steps? Because, yeah, it's a pretty terrifying experience to get lost. You don't know where you're going. Like, man, my goodness gracious, this area is humongous. I don't even know where I'm going. Completely lost. Which I don't enjoy. I don't really enjoy doing that. I don't enjoy getting lost. Well, at least here, I could feel possibly relaxed. Like, instead of thinking of it negatively, we're actually just taking the flight forward and experiencing this little adventure. Ah, man, I just can't. There's no sign of the airport or the road, and that's partially stressful for me. There's no lead up, there's no guide, no nothing. I should have added like landmarks or something when I was building this world, when I was creating it. Oh, but there's just not enough space. This whole thing took all of it, basically. Oh my goodness, what a large plot of land. It's absolutely insane. there's no chance of actually being able to find your way out. It's just super terrifying. Like, wow, I'm really in here. I'm really knee deep into this sand pit. There's just no explanation, no direction whatsoever to get out of here. You're really lost in here. You're in a completely different world from where you were when you were in your Snowville, Colorado, and like all the other islands. You're completely, oh, here we are. Okay, there's some civilization. Thank goodness. It's terrifying. This whole area is just terrifying. The scale is what's terrifying, because you just can't find your way. You get so trapped. You feel almost trapped into this world. It really does feel like a different world. It really does feel like a different world from everything else. Okay, so that's awesome. So I found this desert airport, this abandoned desert airport. I think there's some oil rigs over here too, so I can't miss that. Well, maybe I'll fly to this sand village first, and then we'll travel to that oil rig. There you have it. There's the village. Completely abandoned, no sign of life, no nothing, just completely empty. Just like everything else that's usually in my head. Alright, let's go see these oil rigs. They're really far into this desert. It's very, very far off. It's very easy to get lost. There's really just no explanation. You really are stuck. You're really stranded. No chance of survival out here. It's like, oh my goodness, man. This place is just absolutely on a big scale. Completely off the charts. Don't even know where we're going. We probably already passed it. Well, I figure when I travel around in this world, I will just survey this entire area. I don't think there's enough. I think I already exceeded the time limit for this. Oh, there's the oil rigs. Here we are. Yep. Completely dried out, abandoned, rusted away oil rigs. It just shows that there used to be civilization. There used to be people here. And the cool idea that this is like an afterlife for yourself. You just go here, you're basically by yourself. There's no one around. I mean, it would be cool if only there was a chance, if only this world was playable, but it's not, so no one could actually explore this piece of beauty. Here we are with a secondary deserted village. Same format, same design, and I think that's the right side. Now we're gonna go take the left side here. We're gonna go see and fly further around and explore a little bit. I think I also mentioned that I mentioned to my friend, my airplane friend, that maybe he might enjoy this one, I think he's going to really enjoy this one, because it's just flying in the desert. It's just really it's a really different part of the world. This is just humongous. It's easy. It's very explorative, explorable. And you really could get lost. And there we are. There's another former military base, semi-military base, semi-airport, desert airport. And now we're finally flying around here. There's the military planes, there's a helicopter, your backup vehicles, and plenty of other light planes. Here's the signal radio tower for when you take off and take in. Take off and land. And there's the teleportation pad, we just passed it. It's that small cylinder right there with the glowing blue neon color. Yep. So now we're going to take our turn back. We're going to keep staying on this left side and see if there's anything else around to survey. And once we get to the end of that, once we get to the end of this road, we'll just get to the very end of this front area. And then we'll land on the longest highway we've ever been on in this world. Once again, this is such a cool world. You were just traveling on the road, and now if you ever that's the sad part. You can't even explore this. But the fact that you were completely on different parts of this world, it's all different. This experience is different. But you're still in the same world. You're still really experiencing this dug to the new world. I find it really sad that no one could actually explore this area. It's really sad, really. It's unfortunate. It doesn't get that. The only way you can experience this is through this light plane POV. That's all I can do. It's like every other fun. It reminds me a lot of my childhood, where I've had a lot of opportunities where I could make people laugh and smile, but I've always just held it back because I was always feeling embarrassed or ashamed or worried that I just might make everything completely awkward and ruin the vibe for everyone. And yes, it has happened where I've tried to do something that actually looks meaningful or interesting, but it just leaves this trail, this blank slate of complete awkwardness that nobody wants to be around. So that's why I never tried again. I never tried to persevere that. I just kept staying back, kept letting myself fall behind from everyone else that was running forward. But I think I did another thing where, in the last one I said that I was enjoying an N64 game that I played for the whole day. It was really fun. Just spent the whole time doing that. And that was that. Now we are gonna go right ahead of these mountains and take our landing on the road. I have to say, this is definitely better than the last one. I feel a lot more better about this one. Posting this one, it feels so much more smooth. There's more coordination. There's a plan. There's more motive. There's more direction. It's just, I have kind of mapped out this area just a little bit, not all of it. And now I'm condensing it to make it so that it's more optimized for you guys and gals to experience this little flight. Now I might make another one, or I might not. I don't know. It depends on what I want to do. I'm gonna post this one, and then that's it. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do Tomorrow, though, I gotta work on that assignment. I gotta deal with that college assignment. I gotta research. I gotta ask relatives about my name, what it means, what's behind it. And, you know, I think I mentioned this in the last recording, and I've done it for all the others. Just feel free to listen to music, or you can listen to my boring voice. Boring and completely uninteresting voice. Just throwing that out there. Feel free to get a drink, cold drink, get a snack, eat some food, or just listen to music, background music while doing this. You could even lower the volume and just listen to this video without any audio whatsoever, if you prefer to do that. Not a problem. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I was so frustrated with the lost footage. I can't say that. When you are making your own content and you really poured in some information, and for all that to just completely be scrapped and unused, that's just a whole level of defeation, feeling completely defeated. I was so defeated, felt so defeated. Never felt so defeated until that moment again. That was just terrible, just an awful experience. But the positive that does come out of it is just improvement. Just like my public speaking, there's just plenty of room for improvement. I was in that last recording, I just got so stuck in these sand dunes, these mountains. Everything was overwhelmingly large to deal with. Just goodness, I never want to experience that ever again. So that's why this video is going to make me feel good, feel happy that I did something right this time. Yeah, it's really too bad. It's too bad that no one could actually experience this level of pleasance. This is like one of my greatest works on Roblox. You know, just start off with a flat platform and just building things, spawning things, models, inserting models, and just having fun with that. Like, I just never really was competitive with it a lot. I didn't like getting competitive, playing competitive games. I didn't do what a lot of most Roblox players were doing at the time. Sometimes I do it, but it just doesn't leave off the same amount of excitement and intriguement and fulfillment. Not like going on Roblox Studio and starting off on a flat platform or terrain that's been pre-spawned in for you, and you just work with that for like 20 or 30 minutes before you have to get to your lunch or food or whatever. But now it's just, now I'm okay. I'm alright with this. I think I've already said it. My younger self would be so happy to be able to experience this right now. If there's one thing I could give my younger self, if I traveled back in time, I would I would show this to my younger self, or I would invite his younger cousins and his friends, his few friends that he had. I would invite them to explore this world before all the updates, before all of the changes that were made that completely eliminated the whole premise of this experience. If they were all to just experience this, and then there's just something that sort of just wipes out any memory or so, then that's it. But what I would keep is the feeling of fulfillment that my younger self would feel to be able to see this. He may not remember, but what he would be able to do is to feel some purpose, maybe just feel a little happier, a little less down all the time. Just actually feel like he does matter in a way, because back then he didn't feel that way at all about himself. He was just completely lost and unsure and just didn't want to be around anyone. He just never felt understood. Well, this is, oh, here we go, getting lost again. This is just terrible. I'm just kidding. I don't feel too negative. I just have to take my time, have to figure this out slowly. Can't risk losing composure at this point. Gotta be calm, gotta be focused. Hey, there's some sand. And that sand is going to help me find out where we're going. I think we're getting close though. We're not too far. Don't lose hope. We're almost there. Almost around this stretched out road. We'll find a way. No problem. I'm gonna do this landing and I'm gonna post this video and then I might just take a break. I might relax. I think I deserve a little break after doing this whole week's worth of footage, just being stressed out, trying to figure out where this is. Oh, I never actually did this. Wow, that's humongous. That is gigantic. This piece of mesh is humongous. It's absolutely crazy. Unable to process all that. And it looks like I have found myself even more lost. Nice, that's really awesome. I love when I can't find the road that I need to go. I love when the world decides to do this, completely get me lost. There we are, more sand. Well, I must say the lighting is pretty cool on this. It looks really awesome. It's pretty fitting with this plane. Maybe I was too low. That might be the reason. I don't know. But I have a feeling that it's around these sandy mountains. That's where the road is. It's around here. I just have to look for it. I have to be a little more cautious as to where I'm going. Once again, these rendering distances absolutely suck. Terrible rendering distance. Can't even tell where we're going. just a sea of green, just terrible. Nobody wants to experience any of this, I promise you that. It's like trying to play Minecraft and you get completely lost. You don't bring torches with you, so now you get lost and you might just die. Not such a fun experience. It's mental endurance, that's what I think of it as. Oh, goodness gracious, this is absolutely terrible. This is the worst. When you really can't find where you're supposed to go, it's really terrible. I don't know where the heck I'm supposed to go exactly. Maybe I need to go lower. I'm trying to go as low as I can, but I still can't find this. I still can't find this darn black line that shows us where we're supposed to go. And it really is obnoxious that I can't find it. This is probably gonna take up like most of the video. I'm not even kidding with you. If we can't find this, maybe we have to go to the mountain or something. We have to go to the mountain and reroute ourselves and find our way back if we can't find this road. It's absolutely not what I want to do. I do not want to do that, because then I will have to lose this footage. I don't want to lose this footage. It's really good. It's not worth losing right now. I can't afford to lose this. Not again. I can't afford to lose this again. There's no way I'm letting myself lose another recording. I am not losing this recording, my friend. My friends, I am not losing this. I refuse to lose this recording. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Here's the freaking road. Just terrifying, man. If you decide to stay on the road, then you'll know where you're going. But if you take off, if you decide to go somewhere off, you will get lost. You will literally get lost in this world. And you'll have a little scary moment for yourself trying to find your way back. And that's what I can say is pretty cool, pretty immersive about this world. If you are just that explorative. I just wish I could have shown it to so many people. I think it would be great. I think this world would be great for other adventure goers, like to actually experience a real life, like open world, free roaming, and just hanging out with their friends, which I really wish I wish it could have been done. I also remember when I was little that I was thinking I wanted to make something like this and maybe be famous for it. But little me was his own expectations were so high back then. And I think there it is, there we are. We landed off. We're finally landing out. Now we're ready to land and take a turn back. Except we're not going into that nasty desertry, stranded lane. Not doing that. We're just gonna take a landing right here. Ah, that's a relief. Just kidding. Now that's a relief if I ever saw one. Well, my friends, that's it. That's this video. I can't say that I felt a little bit nervous, but we made it. I already don't remember what it is. I'm trying to process this. Okay, I got it. Cretans or non-Cretans, if not any of those, the socially excluded, Don't sound the siren. I am to be welcome. And I am signing out. See you around. I will see you around.